Welcome students of class 12th commerce in our accountancy syllabus for class 12th. Today my topic is to discuss reissue of forfeited shares. Dear students, shares forfeited by a company may either be cancelled or reissued to another person at the discretion of the board. Reissue of forfeited shares is justified by the fact that forfeiture doesn't amount to reduction of capital as such. A forfeiture does not transfer the property in the shares in the company, and hence it is not an asset of the company. Thus, the forfeited shares are supported to be reissued. Usually, such shares are issued at a discount. It must be noted that amount of discount, that is loss on reissue, should not exceed the amount already paid on such shares, that is the amount which has been transferred to share forfeited account. However, if shares were originally issued at discount, then on reissue the loss on reissue of these forfeited shares can be exceeded by the amount of discount. It should also be noted that the amount of loss on reissue should be first met through from the amount of discount, which should not exceed the original amount of discount, and the balance, if necessary, should be debited to share forfeited account. After the money due is received from the new allotee, the company executes a transfer deed, and if the original holder has already surrendered the share certificate, it is duly transferred, otherwise after a public notice. Dear students, to understand reissue of forfeited shares more clearly, I will quote an example here. If a share of rupees 20 on which rupees 5 has already been received is forfeited and reissued, a minimum of rupees 15 must be collected on its reissue if those shares were reissued at par, fully paid up. It means that a discount of not exceeding rupees 5 can be allowed on a reissue of such shares. However, if such shares were issued at a discount originally, then in that case the company can suffer a loss equivalent to the sum total of original discount and amount received on such shares. On reissue of such forfeited shares at loss, that is less than the par value, discount on issue of shares amount is to be debited not more than the amount of original discount, so as to make discount on issue of shares proportionate to shares actually issued. Accounting treatment in various cases. The amount of discount or loss on a reissue should be debited to share forfeited account, and the balance, if any, left in the share forfeited account should be transferred to capital reserve account. Number first, if the forfeited share are reissued at par, bank account DR with the amount received on reissue, to share capital account paid up or called off value, being shares reissued at par. Second, share forfeited account DR with the proportionate amount of shares forfeited amount in respect of reissue of shares, being capital gain transferred to capital reserve. Second case is there. If the forfeited shares are reissued at premium, bank account, DR, with amount received, to share capital account, paid or called up value, premium only, being to securities premium account, premium money, being shares reissued at with face value of rupees dash at the rate of rupees dash per share. Second, share forfeited account, DR, with a proportionate amount of shares forfeited amount account in respect of reissued shares, to capital reserve account, being capital gain transferred to capital reserve. Thus, dear students, today we learn that shares forfeited by company may either be cancelled or issued to another person at the discretion of the board. Reissue of forfeited shares is justified by the fact that forfeiture doesn't amount to reduction of capital. As such, a forfeiture does not transfer the property in the shares in the company, and hence it is not an asset of the company. Thus, the forfeited shares are supported to be reissued. Dear students, this all was about reissue of forfeited shares.